surprise, it's a Saturday crossword video. So I realized that I didn't actually do one of these for the weekends. And, well, even in the past few months, I've gotten a lot better at crosswords. So I thought I'd make a video of me doing a Saturday one. And yeah, starting off great with that 2 down there. That's something that, speaking from experience. And so this is actually being voiced over in post because I have recorded for a long time and I forgot to click the microphone on button, so there's just no sound for when I was actually doing the crossword. But I would have said that for the Saturday ones, the clues themselves could be a little harder, but if you can come up with something that fits, that's usually the right answer. And so, that's what I did with Heyday, the EY there. Basically completed the first half of the word, and that gave me exposed. And also hypnosis, it was a state of suggestion, so, And also the names, for a lot of them are harder, like for 1 down there, because, I haven't seen the movie, but it's a name, so there's definitely obeys certain characteristics like a word would. And then there are just things that you have to know, like the Lin in 17 across. And one of the main features of Saturdays are the stacks. Those are the things going down the middle right there. And the dirty minded, I knew it had to be dirty something, and then I just put in the first guess, and it actually worked out in the end. But yeah, the dirty minded and then the 2 that are below it, they share almost all the letters, so it's a stack in the crossword. And yeah, here I knew it had to be army something, but I wasn't sure. And here remove, so it's probably something. And I didn't talk the whole time while I was doing the actual crossword, so this definitely gives me a chance to think more about what to say. Cotton gin production, like Eli Whitney, the inventor. And some of them are kind of easy for a Saturday clue, but they can't all be super impossible clues. Yeah, I knew there was a Denny or Danny, something like that. It had to be an alliteration, but I didn't quite get it there. Yeah, and figure out the STs, downs and across. It kind of had to be an E there, because, or some other, it couldn't be because of the army there. So there's not a lot of words that begin with STOA, so it kind of had to be E. And yeah, it took me a second to think about, what movies were there in 1977, and also what prequels there were. Oh yeah, that clue, Señores. I mean, like, if it was in Spanish, it would probably be actually Señores. And yeah, shout out to Uno, which has points actually. You're supposed to be able to score and win instead of just playing the last card every time. Because then how is a game of Uno ever gonna end if you just keep playing until, I don't know, it would be too short of a game otherwise. And I don't know if I showed this at the beginning of the video, but I'm very close to 1,000 days. Like, I started in December 25th, 2019. So a lot has changed. Like I said, I'm a lot better at crosswords and these word games in general now. But I think I talked about this, that I didn't want to keep doing these videos every day because it's something I do for fun. I didn't want to turn it into like, oh, I feel like I have to record me doing it and also, you know, edit the video and upload it, find music for it sometimes. I don't even know if I'll put music in this one, but there will be some just, you know, bits of silence even in the original recording. But I haven't. Oh, so the digital filing service, I got double tricked here because I thought, you know, filing as in some sort of like directory filing, but no, it was about filing your physical digits, and you know, all 20 of them. And it was here that I realized something was wrong with the 34 across. It couldn't be army because it's not a word. Yeeting, something me. I think at one time I had like sommeliering, but you know, the M's aren't in the right place there, so yeah. And seedier, that's one of the downfalls with, you know, my strategy of just putting in the first thing that comes to mind and fits, because you see, it doesn't always work. Spoilers, seedier is not the right answer there. As we fill in all of these other ones. And again, here's another name one that I get from the crosses. Because it has to be like a somewhat common name, or a name that, you know, has like, that's like pronounceable. So you can't have just wacky letters everywhere, unless that was like the point why the, you know, the builder included it. Yeah, as you can see here, oats doesn't really make sense, not a real word. So, and also not really a name with Reynolds. So just put on the line, as in like a clothesline, so let dry. And stuck up, you know, could be snotty, snobby, snooty, something like that. But once you have the T's there, the other things fill in pretty closely. And yeah, here's the moment I realized something's wrong. So luckily, most of the word was right. And yeah, a 735, 982 day streak. And if you go to personal best, anytime now. I don't actually remember what I did here. Oh, I was talking about the stacks, which I already did. Yeah, there's the 3 horizontal stacks and the 3 vertical stacks down the middle. But yeah, I think a lot of this came down to, it was lucky that, you know, I came up with something that fit, and also it was right, except for like seedier/shadier. But this was a really good solve. Like, if you go to my stats, yep, okay, you can see that, you know, it was like 25 seconds of my personal best and like 13 minutes below my average. So, I hope that was a good Saturday video, and I will definitely make one more at some point just to complete it. But, you know, I have to find the right time and also maybe get a little bit lucky.